So somebody on the Best Exchange asked a question about the new Kalamazoo Knife Maker's Platen as compared to the stock Platen, which I have here. I do not have the new Knife Maker's Platen, but I do have the stock one, and I do have the KallyRest with its built-in Platen. And I want to talk about kind of some differences in pros and cons. So this fits in about here. It bolts onto these guys. And the new Knife Maker's Platen is basically this exact same thing, except it's cut off and a 1-inch platen sticks out, I think a total of 3 inches. I did verify it's exactly 1 inch wide, the same as the KallyRest Platen, which fixes one of the big problems on this. Grab a knife here real quick. So the problem with this is when the belt is running across it, you can see the belt used to be here to here. So you can sharpen all the way up to your choil on this, but when you come from the other side, your choil gets hung on the actual platen itself, and you miss out on like a full thumb's width worth of edge unless you do something weird with angling it, or you come off of the platen and sharpen above the belt, or sorry, above the platen directly on the belt, where you'd make a more convex type edge. So this is kind of, it's not that it's useless for knife sharpening, but it's kind of useless. Whereas the KallyRest, you can come right up to the edge from either side because it's exactly belt width. So why would the new one be better or worse? Well, I can tell you from experience that when you install this, there's essentially no adjustment. You can probably see that top bolt. There's one bolt right below it. Bolts right under this. I guess you can do a little bit of in and out. So yeah, you can vary this dimension. See, the problem with this unit is, let me move the camera slightly. So this mast here is always bent from the factory, and it's going to be bent differently on every one of them because they get bent during assembly and shipping. So what that means is the belt coming off of the head here is going to be in a slightly different position, like this, leaned, or maybe even leaned this way or this way on every different Kalamazoo. So the magic of the KallyRest here is this super cool adjustment block, which allows you to move this thing in this dimension, this way, and this way. So you can match the position of this platen pretty much exactly to the tilt and position of your belt on your system. And if you watch my setup video for the KallyRest, just a moment, you'll see me position it precisely so that it's exactly behind it. And I'm not sure if you can see, I'll tilt this. That is just barely touching that belt. And that's because I have it precisely positioned in space in all of these dimensions to make sure that it's exactly right. And this rides exactly along the side of the platen. So it's very precise. So the question is, with this new Knife Maker's Platen, which is a version of this, how close can you get it? And is it close enough? And I frankly don't know the answer to that question. To say this in a kind of funny way, I guess, I already have the Cadillac, and the Cadillac works really well. I don't know if the new model Chevy is going to be as good as the Cadillac. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Well, I hope that helps a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.